Top 10 isolation projects. Hi, Phoenix family. So, tonight I've made a list for the top 10 isolation projects for us to do. Um, for a variety of reasons, we are spending more time at home and dealing with, coping with the differences of what we are used to, whether it be constantly going to work and talking with our peers or going to movies, hanging out, things like that. Right now, it's a little bit different, and for some people, it's driving them kind of insane. It's kind of getting into their head, and they're not sure what to do with themselves. So, I've made a very simple list, a fun list of top 10 isolation projects. And this can be either for yourself or for yourself and family that you are at home with. All right? So, let's go ahead and start with number 10. Number 10, fur baby hide and seek. For those of you that have pets, such as dogs, cats, birds, or even ferrets, and a variety of other domesticated pets, this is a game that you can play with your fur babies. I have a dog, and we play fur baby hide and seek. And what we do is I keep Joker distracted, keep him in one room with me, we're playing with him or whatever the case might be, while Dad goes and hides. And he hides in different places, the bathroom, the kitchen, wherever. And then once he's well hidden, then we go find Daddy, the hide and seek, for baby hide and seek. 9 times out of 10, he knows exactly where Daddy is, but the part of the game is searching and finding him and then getting all excited that he's found him. And then we do this, several times. So can be like a family event with one person keeping the animal distracted and the other person hiding. Or if you do not have a second person or even a third in the house to play this game with, use like a small treat or something. Uh, you keep your animal in one room while you hide the treat, and then when you come back out, the idea is distract him for a minute and then go searching the hide and seek. It keeps your mind busy, it keeps your fur babies busy, and it also builds that connection that's missed often when we're working and doing all of these other stuff. So while during isolation, use that time and productively with your fur babies. Okay? All right. Number 9. Game and movie night. Okay? So, if you by yourself or even with family, get a good series of movies going. This is the entire collection of the what is it? Chucky Child's Play. All right. It's one of my favorites. So this is an option. Get marathons going with the family. Um, and put the phones away. Put the phones away for actual game night. It's still so fun to see everybody get around the table, play Monopoly, play Scrabble, play some cards. Um, I have a giant deck of cards here, right here, that they're not to be taken too seriously. Okay, first of all, they are princess cards. Secondly, they are huge. They are giant cards, really. But they're fun, they're entertainment, there's laughter. You can play all kinds of different things with them. And with little ones, the more color, the more imagination, the more fun and more giggles. So number 9 is movie or game night. Okay? Have fun. All right. So number 8. Gardening. We are at the beginning of spring. Some people have already started some of the gardening. If you have not, now is a really good time to get started. If you're a person like me that doesn't really feel like I have a green thumb, and even if I did, I really don't have a place in my area that I can actually do gardening, even if I wanted to. So, in place of gardening, also included part of number 8, is gardening satchels or potpourri bags. Make it fun. Like, This is a mixture of salt, lavender, and even there's some vanilla and rosemary in there. It has a very, very interesting scent. Very, very pleasing, and they're so fun to make. You get your little satchel and you put all your little things in it, tie it off, and you can, it smells so good, you can leave it anywhere around the house, all right? You can even save them for later and send them off to friends when the isolation part is over, okay? So that's number 8. Number 7. This is one I get a lot of questions in groups. So people will post a stone or a gem or a crystal, and they will say, well, what is this? Or can you identify this? Use this time in isolation to study your rocks, study your gems, study your crystals. Even if you can't memorize them all, which, because I'm going to tell you, the list is incredibly large, use that time to study them. It's interesting what you will learn about your own crystals, your own time, when you give yourself that time to study. You put the isolation project to use for yourself. This is time for learning, time for expressing your own knowledge. And then later on, you can share it with somebody else. That's number 7. Number 6, learn a different language. I'm going to tell you for myself that English is my only language, and I sometimes have difficulty with that. But I have tried a little bit of learning sign language. I have tried to learn some Spanish. My Spanish is very, very limited. Uh, I can understand most that's maybe 50% of what's said to me, but I've never quite picked up on how to speak Spanish. So now would be a really good time for me to use isolation to spend more time to increasing my knowledge of Spanish or even sign language. Um, so that there you go. One of the things that we always talk about is never having the time. I've got this to do. I've got that to do. Well, time of isolation, go ahead, take that time off now. Now you have a reason. Now you have the time. Study a language. That's number 6. Number 5, learn or practice an instrument. Again, I'm not much for playing instruments, so I wouldn't use this time for myself to learn an instrument, but I do love an orchestra. So for myself, when I'm starting to feel anxious or whatever, I might use my computer or my phone to look up an orchestra and listen to the music. I will take the music in. This is calming, it's peaceful, and I can feel at ease with myself. If you do play an instrument or trying to learn an instrument, you have the perfect excuse now to put the time into it. Increase your knowledge of it. Play with it and see what you can come out with. You might be the new writer for a new musician. For to write for another singer. Go for it. Put your time into it and have lots of fun. All right. Learn an instrument. That is number 5. Number 4. Reading books. All the time that you've had where you've had to work or you've had to run here or you've had to run there and you can't never quite pick up your books. Do it now. Pick up your books. This one right here, Magecraft, is a really good book. I met the author at a pagan fair, at a pagan festival. At the time, I didn't realize, when I first walked up to the books, I thought, ooh, that's a really nice cover. And so that's what interested me. The lady walked up to me and she started telling me about the book, and that's when I realized I was actually talking to the author. And she went ahead and signed the book for me. Angel, enjoy the read. D.K. Lang, 6119. She was a very sweet lady, very awesome, had quite an imagination. She was so full of spirit, so full of love. author of Magecraft. So use this time to read your books, take in knowledge. Or, you know what, if you've ever thought about writing a book, go ahead and start now. Use that isolation time to put your imagination to work for yourself. Become a writer or read, or even both. All right? Enjoy your books. Okay, that was number 4. Number 3. Drawing and coloring. There's so many different kinds of coloring books and mandala art that you can just pull offline. If you can print it off, you can, if you have access to a printer, print it off. You can color it, spend all day long if you want to. On one of your essential trips to the store, when you go to pick up your food, stop by the book section and pick up a coloring book. Pick up some crayons or markers, coloring pencils, whatever you choose to do, or even paints. There's boards for painting. Get that stuff if that's what interests you. Take it home and use your isolation time to express yourself in art, whether it be a picture that's already drawn, a paint by number. A paint by numbers, even on your phone. There's an app for it. You create a picture and you can use your imagination, have fun with it. I have seen some of the ones that people have shown me that they do, and you can get very creative. So use it for drawing and coloring. This keeps your mind calm. This keeps your mind at ease while expressing how you feel. Okay? So drawing and coloring is number 3. All right, and then number 2. Crossword puzzles, fill-it-ins, and others. This one is mine. This is my go-to. I absolutely love fill-it-in books. I can spend hours on this book if I have the time for it. A lot of times it's go to work, go here, do this, do that, and the other, and maybe get a puzzle in or two. In isolation time, you've got that time by yourself. Not only are these nice and fun, for me they are, but it's another thing to keep your mind working. When you are working a puzzle, you are keeping your mind busy. You are teaching yourself strategy and in whatever kind of puzzles that you enjoy, all right? As well as enjoying yourself in peaceful, calm isolation, all right? That's number 2. Now, down to number 1 on their top 10 isolation projects. Binge watch my YouTube channel. I have so many videos posted up for you guys, and if you've not been able to catch up, now's the time to do it. I also want to talk to you about the YouTube channel itself. I have several viewers that are not yet subscribed, and I want to show you how to subscribe. So hold on a second. I'm going to pull up on my phone YouTube, and I'm going to pull up a random channel, somebody that I like, that I'm not subscribed to. Let me see. Okay, so let's do a search. Okay, Pagan Chance. Let's do that and search. Okay. Oh, there's one. Okay, so here you go. You can, I don't know how well you can see that. The lighting, there you go. Okay, so Vocals Celtic Wiccan Woman. See that little box right there where it says subscribe, the little red box right there? Just use your finger, click on that, and get back into the camera. Now it's gray because now I am subscribed to a fellow YouTuber, and I am helping them out. That's all it takes to subscribe. There is no fees, no monthly nothing, no out-of-pocket payment, anything. Literally, what I just did, hitting that with my finger and subscribe, is all it takes. And your subscriptions help. Because once we get over 1,000 subscribers. Right now we're at 420, but once we get over 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will start paying me and helping me to get the tools that I need so that I can further share knowledge with you, so that I can make more and even better videos for you. The things that you want to learn about, the questions that you have, I can spend more time creating those answers and showing you a visual of how it's done with help, and YouTube will help me financially on that once I reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, either on your computer, go to my channel on any one of the videos, any one you choose, and you'll see that little rectangle box in red. If you're on a computer, use your mouse, scroll over it, click on the subscribe, and it's done. If you are on a phone, like I just showed you from my phone, then you pull up my channel, you'll see it in red, the subscribe, and you just touch it with your finger and you're all done. You're all set. And you are helping me out, and you're helping out fellow YouTubers that are trying to get the information out to you that you asked for. All right, so I love you. Thank you so much for watching my video tonight. I appreciate you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. I love you. Mwah.